when I Google searched Valerie Huhn, there was this individual. I don't know if you know her.
I try not to Google search myself too often, but I do know there's one other person with my name in the world. Yes.
And she's an artist.
It's not me.
It's not?
I have no artistic skills at all.
She's got a website with your name.
I know.
And
Good for her.
She takes little fingerprints like on, it looks like the laminated paper stuff, and she pokes them into furniture and all types of stuff. So like, I'm wondering, are you going to pursue her to get your domain? DMH Way presents. Chat GCG, a DMH Way podcast. Welcome to Chat GCG, where we introduce you all to the authentically intelligent heroes of DMH employment. I'm Daishan Knox, supervisory specialist.
I'm Rod Cowan, DMH Way facilitator.
And we have the privilege today of interviewing none other than the esteemed, the indispensable, the irreplaceable Valerie Huhn. So thank you for joining us today. We always like to get people started with what we like to call the chit chat. So some of the softball questions. And Val, this episode is our season finale. And
will there be a cliffhanger?
I don't know.
No, there won't be a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Hopefully nobody's getting fired after this episode or nothing. No apprentice
no
cliffhangers,
type of, right?
Okay. Yeah. But I had a couple chit chat questions that are off the script that I might throw your way.
Okay.
We'll see. But our normal chit chat questions are: where do you work?
I work in central office for the Department of Mental Health.
Okay.
Jefferson City.
What do you do, aka what's your role?
So I am the director of the Department of Mental Health, which means that I get to be responsible for the whole thing.
Yes, you call the shots.
I get to be responsible for the whole thing. That's not the same thing.
Okay, well, I mean,
yeah,
I get it.
But
I get it. You answer to somebody too.
I do.
Yeah. And then how long have you been with DMH? Is the third question.
I started with DMH in 2014, and I just started my 25th year with the state of Missouri.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. 25th year. And are you like this is one that's not on this on the script. Are you a Missouri resident, born and raised?
I am an 8th generation Missourian.
What?
Yes.
What part?
Southwest Missouri, Republic, Missouri, on the ladies' side. So it would be like great-great-grandmas, great-great.
Oh, got you. Yeah,
right, yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Wow. So you still got people down there?
Oh, yes. We have I grew up on a pretty large farm down there, and so my dad and my brother are still farming. My dad's trying to retire and phase his way out, but if you guys know anything about farmers, they tend to die with their boots on. So
I believe it. Yes.
They're really bad at retirement. So we'll see.
My dad he'll be 89 in December, and it's like I think that's the thing that he lives for is just to go out to the land that he farms, and then he's got a little farm on like a quarter of an acre. I don't know. He's got a backyard, but yeah, that's his jam.
Yep. Yeah. So there's some things that just don't go away. So,
yeah. Awesome. And then our last chit chat question is: what is your guilty pleasure drink of choice? HR appropriate.
Right.
So before happy hour.
Right. So one of the things that I like to treat myself with when I drive across the state, I know where all the good Casey's are that have this.
Okay.
Is wild cherry Pepsi. And if I can get the zero, that's good. But if they don't have the zero, I will just get the regular wild cherry Pepsi out of a fountain.
Okay.
Big one, not the little one.
Crushed ice or cubed ice?
Crushed ice.
Yeah.
That's why you're doing the Casey's thing.
Yeah.
And it has to be fountain, not cans, not bottles.
I mean, I have the cans at home because it's kind of hard to find the fountain everywhere. But Casey's is pretty solid about having a nice wild cherry Pepsi. Yes.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Nice.
Zero is better, but I'm not going to give it up. That's like if you're doing road trips, you should get to have a nice guilty pleasure drink.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I will be getting a guilty pleasure drink when I get on the road.
Yes,
absolutely. Cool. So now we got you warmed up. So I'm going to toss you over to Rod, and he's going to bring you into our first real GCG question.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to get a little bit deeper now.
Okay, good.
So what would you say has been your biggest point of growth in your career with DMH?
Okay, so I'm going to go to the worst time of all of our lives, 2020, 2021 COVID, right?
Yeah.
And I've always been a kind of figure it out kind of person. So if you come to the room and you have a problem, I'm going to sit down with you, I'm going to listen, and we're going to try to figure out how we get to a solution that works. It doesn't mean that we both agree with it. In fact, I kind of like when everybody doesn't agree, that I think we probably have the best kind of solution going on. So, and then COVID came. And so I like to figure things out. I like to have a lot of information. Then I realized that not every decision do we get to make with a lot of information. And so I kind of went from a figure it out kind of person to a try something and figure it out kind of person. And that is experience I got at DMH, because I knew that there were times, and we had a lot of people helping us with this, so it wasn't just me, but working together, we knew at times that we just had to try something because we couldn't just keep doing what we were doing. It wasn't working.
Right.
So when we started testing employees, so I think that is probably the biggest point of growth in my career, is when I decided that I'm not just a figure something out, I'm a try something, figure something out.
Nice.
Yeah. Wow. So we're going to talk about the 5 S's here in a minute, but can you think of a way, or how has the DMH way, or maybe those 5 S's kind of supported that growth?
So one of the things that when I go around, and I've been lucky to be here since 2014, and I talk to everybody, I want everybody to know that we're all part of like one team. For me, that's the most important part. And when I go and meet with folks, I don't care what you do or how. I want to know who you are. I want to know how you contribute to what we do here at the Department of
that's
Mental Health.
huge.
Whether that's you're paying the bills, you're emptying the trash, you're a psychologist delivering services, whatever that is. I want to know. But I want you to also know that we're one team. And this is what I always tell folks. Like, let's go to St. Louis, where I've got regional offices, and I've got DBA, behavioral health community folks, and I've got psych facilities, and I've got DD facility. I got a whole lot of stuff there. And if you like DMH and you like our mission, but maybe you're just not feeling a fit with the job you have today, I bet I got another job for you. So I just always want to make sure that when the DMH way is just getting people to understand that we're all kind of on this same path with this same mission and this same vision that is rewarding, but also if sometimes what you do isn't rewarding anymore, and maybe I got something else that you might find to be more rewarding. So that's really part of what I'm looking for when I'm looking at like one culture. I want everybody to be able to go wherever they're at in our system when it fits them the best and be the most successful they can be.
Yeah, keeps people's energy up.
Right.
And
right. I mean, I've had a lot of different jobs in 25 years. So I even in this department, I've had 3 different jobs in 11 years. So I think it's just important to know that there's a lot of different things you can do out there, and that if you believe in what we're doing and you get passion from what we're doing, but you just start getting passion from what you're doing today, let's try to help you figure out where else you could maybe get that.
Yeah, and that's really cool, because one of our DMH core values is innovation. That's very innovative, asking people to be innovative and try something new.
Right.
That's really cool. So thinking about then your current role and things you would like to see, what's one area you'd like to see immediate growth?
So I mean, so we continue to kind of push this whole one DMH, right?
Right.
And we've got a lot of new leaders across the department. We're going to continue to see a lot of retirements and a lot of new leaders stepping up. So I guess what immediately I want to see is not losing the momentum we have today with this stuff. Because I think that there's a lot of support for the work you guys do, for the messages we're pushing out. And I don't want to lose that momentum, because when you're a new leader coming into a role, and it doesn't matter what level that is, it is so overwhelming. And I want to make sure people understand that. This is what I always tell folks. I'm here to help you. Like, I think about disasters,
Right.
I can't go into our facility and deliver services during a disaster. Like, I am not trained to do that. But I can call people and I can get you some help. So tell me what I can do to help you. And so that's with new leaders or anybody that's changing roles in the department. Like, don't forget to tell us what you need to be successful, because we'll try to figure that out. That is where I get all my joy, is whenever I can help somebody figure that out. So, so please ask us questions and let us continue to grow this culture and this teamwork and this kindness to each other and this grace with each other. Like, so let's do that together.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely awesome. Definitely awesome. So I get the privilege of talking to you about contributions.
Okay.
So before I ask you about your contribution, I did a little sleuthing. So Heidi sent me your bio. She sent me your resume, all that stuff, and I'm just impressed. Just looking at like, oh, so this is what a top administrator's resume looks like. So there was that piece, but then when I Google searched Valerie Huhn, there was this individual. I don't know if you know her.
I try not to Google search myself too often, but I do know there's one other person with my name in the world. Yes.
And she's an artist.
It's not me.
It's not?
I have no artistic skills at all.
She's got a website with your name.
I know.
And
Good for her.
She takes little fingerprints like on, it looks like the laminated paper stuff, and she pokes them into furniture and all types of stuff. So like, I'm wondering, are you going to pursue her to get your domain?
No, I think I'm going to leave my domain with her.
Okay.
And I'm sure she wishes that I did not have the same last name as she did.
All right.
So, I married into that.
Yeah.
And I don't know for her, but
That's
I
fair.
married into it. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. Well, on a more serious note, so I looked in my sleuthing. I also found an article where they quoted you in the Missouri Independent. And the thing that you said that really grabbed my attention, you said in that article, the men and women who do this work have continued to deliver high quality care during the pandemic. You just mentioned the pandemic, and an ongoing workforce shortage across the system that started well before the pandemic. And to me, that quote grabbed me just because whenever I think Val Huhn, number one, I think about your smile. You got a great smile, Val.
Thank you. So do you, Deshaun.
Thank you. But I just love that sense of encouragement that I see from you that go around and tell people like, you guys are doing the thing, you're doing the work, we want to support you. That is one thing that really stands out to me and I think is super awesome about the work that you do. So yeah, that's one thing that I truly appreciate. And this is totally, when I thought about, because you may not know this, but Chat GCG is really Rod's brainchild.
Oh,
did you know that?
Carrie told me that, yeah.
Yeah, so this is Rod's brainchild, and he threw the idea out because we were doing the Skill of the Month videos.
Right.
And he's like, we should do a podcast. And I was like, let's do it.
Right.
I've done a podcast before. I'm like, let's make it happen. And so Rod had the impetus idea. And then as, with my tech skills, I was thinking about, I'm like, who is this for? And I thought about you because I thought about all the people who, like me, feel like you're just this amazing person, but I want to get to know you more.
Right.
And I felt like the people of DMH want to know who Val Huhn is and what your story is and how you got to be where you are. So like I said, I would make this a 2-3 hour episode, but people would have to turn it off. So,
Please don't make me talk about myself for 2 or 3 hours. Yikes.
Okay. So, but looking at your resume, some accolades. You are current department director. You've been division director of developmental disabilities. You became the deputy director of DMH. Prior to DMH, you were deputy division director of DSS. And you had numerous other roles, Office of Administration, DHSS. You have been the who's who.
I've been a lot of places, yeah.
Yeah.
I have. It's all right.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed it. I've got to work for a lot of really amazing people that have helped shape how I think about Missouri and think about how you support Missourians. And think about how you support team members. And so I've had a lot of really good opportunities there.
Does it feel weighty to be the face of this organization?
Sometimes, yeah, it does. It does. We do really good work. And our team members do really good work, and our providers do really good work. And sometimes I get to be the cheerleader more for folks because it's weighty sometimes for everybody.
Yeah.
Like when things don't feel like they're going well, it's really hard to see all the good stuff that happens. And so I like to remind folks that, this is hard. This situation right now is hard, or this individual case is hard, or
Mm-hmm.
this question is hard to answer. But 95% of what we do, people are really, really satisfied with the work that we're doing. We just
Nice.
don't spend a lot of time talking about that. So when it gets weighty, I just try to remember that 95% of folks that we are supporting across the state, and that's who and I always tell people this too, who is the number one consumer for us? It's the individuals we support across the system, whether it's in our state operator programs or in the community.
Mm-hmm.
It's individuals that are working in the community, that are getting supports, that are truly living their best lives.
Yeah.
And about 95% of them really do feel pretty solid about the services and supports they get from the department. So when it gets
Yeah.
heavy, focus on all the good that has happened, and
Yeah.
then just figure it out and try something and figure it out for the rest of
Yeah.
it, right? That's what
Yeah.
we do. Try something and figure it out. So
That's awesome. So, given all the things I've listed, if you were to think this is the nail I'm going to hang my hat on, what would be the major contribution that you say, this is the thing that I did in DMH that is my lasting legacy that they're going to remember me by?
I don't do anything by myself. You guys
Okay.
understand that, right?
Right.
Like
Mhm.
I have somebody helps me with everything I do.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing that makes it my lasting legacy. So I think what I really would rather be known for is, and this is just even in the state system, is being asked questions to help solve problems. That's what I want to be known for. And then also known for being given something to actually implement and having a team of people that do successfully implement that.
Nice.
So that is what I want. When I leave here, I want people to say, well, if we go to the Department of Mental Health, they will try something, they'll figure it out, and they will actually operationalize that, and we will see sustainable results because of it. That's what I want to continue to happen. But that happens because of all the team members around us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes I get to go and cut the ribbon and dig the hole, but
Yeah.
it's everybody around us that allows me to be able to do that.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And then I push. Don't think I don't
Yeah.
push.
Uh-huh.
I push, and I probably to a fault push for too much. I
Mm.
mean, I think that that's what I should do.
Mhm.
But I will listen to, and we can come back and take stuff away if we need to take stuff away. So.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. That's amazing. And you have a
That's
great team around you.
We have an amazing team here
Yeah.
all across the state. Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
That's good. Good. So thinking about DMH way wise, and we're going to dive deeper into the 5 S's a little bit later, but this is just a curious question for me because you're our boss's boss.
Right.
And so
I
Carrie
am your
has
boss's boss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't really know that. Yeah.
Carrie has shared with us kind of some of the behind the scenes of why the DMH way came together and how it came together. So when you think about, like, from your perspective as the director, when you said let's run with this thing, what made you say, like, let's pull together the ride and the Jason and the
Right.
Evan and Jazz and Daishan?
So, we were coming out of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
We had a workforce that what we had left. I'm going to say what we had left because you were like 4,000 to 7,000 at that point, right?
Oh, wow.
We were we wanted to create the best possible experience for the employees that we had left. We wanted to listen to them. We
Mhm.
wanted to figure out how the world had to look different
Mm-hmm.
in operations, because all of a sudden, instead of people wanting to work for us, we were competing to get people to work
Right.
for us,
Yeah.
right? And we had to, nobody, I mean, it was 90. The things that we used to could draw people to us with, we no longer had. Our
Mhm.
pay was significantly behind everybody else's at that
Mhm.
point. But we knew that, and Carrie and I talked about this a lot, we knew that we had to fix pay, right? We had to
Mhm.
fix pay, but you
Mhm.
couldn't just fix pay alone.
Mm-hmm.
We had to fix our culture, and it was hard coming out of. I mean, people had worked really, really hard with
Mhm.
skeleton crews.
Right.
We were not doing that. I mean, it's hard to go to work and know you're not doing the best work you can do, right?
Mhm.
So hard.
Mhm.
And you're doing it in a different environment that you've never worked in before. You've
Right.
never interviewed people or not even had anybody apply for a job. Like, all of this was new territory for us. So we wanted to work on the pay issues, but we also wanted to work on retaining our employees. And we knew that the best way to retain our employees was to make sure that everybody that was involved had the skills they needed to be a good boss, a good coworker, a good teammate, a good whatever. So that was really probably what drove us the most, was we had to change how we did everything because we were no longer at all competitive in the workplace, in the work market. And we had to be, because Missourians rely on us to be competitive, to be high functioning. Like, we take care of the hardest folks, and we do it on a shoestring, right? So
Right.
we have to make sure that we have the best team around to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that, just because having been around for little, close to 11 years, I've seen we got a lot of people that do great work.
Oh, amazing.
But we've got some folks who kind of soil the plate for everybody else, and it's like, I don't want to be here because that person is a
Right.
jerk, or that
Right.
person is rude, or they don't have the skills. So the fact that you guys were thinking about the staff to equip us all to be better Missourians, better employees, that
Well,
I
and
feel
just
like,
be better to each other, right?
yeah.
And it was hard. I mean, that was hard
Mhm.
to know that I had nobody that was fully staffed, nobody that was close to fully staffed.
Right.
So they were just fighting every day to just make every day work. Like every 24 hours was a win, because
Yeah.
you didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah. Good deal. Well, I'm gonna toss it back to Rod, because
Okay.
I'm gonna keep stretching this thing out if you leave it to me.
So just thinking about the goals again, you're very team focused and you're very organization focused. Think about the overall. So I'm going to ask you to just get a little bit selfish real quick and talk about what is maybe one professional goal and one personal goal you have we're going into 2026.
We are.
So one professional, one personal goal you have going into 2026.
So, personal goal for 2026 is, I'm such a bureaucrat. I'm going to own it. I own that I'm a
Okay.
bureaucrat, right? I want to make sure that as we kind of start looking at times that are going to be leaner budget wise, that this is tricky for me, because I came from the Office of Administration. I was an assistant budget director. I look at dollars like state dollars. I don't
Right.
consider the budget that comes to the Department of Mental Health the Department of Mental Health's budget. I consider it the state's budget, and I have a job to do. So my personal goal over the next year is to try to make sure that I am as supportive as I can be of what I know the Department of Mental Health needs, at the same time balancing that possible need at the state level for some significant belt tightening that's coming our way.
Right.
So how do I make sure I want to make sure I strike that balance appropriately. And so that is one of my personal goals is to do that. And it's I know it's very bureaucratic. It's a very bureaucratic goal, but it's my personal goal.
Okay, it's your personal goal.
Yeah.
And does that mix in with your professional goal then?
I just, my professional goal is to stay out of the paper. I don't know how to put that any differently. That is my professional goal.
Okay.
Say more.
I mean, for an organization, for everything, I just want to make sure that we're doing everything we can so that
Yeah.
That's always
Fair enough.
I actually, when I changed jobs a while ago, and I was at social services, and the guy that was taking over my job, he goes, "How do you know if I'm doing? How am I going to know if I'm doing a good job? Because there's, I go, well, you'll always know when you're doing a bad job, because everybody will tell you that. But you're doing a good job if you're staying out of the paper." So,
Nice.
I mean, I think there's probably more than that, but really every day, I mean, I'm looking at situations and I'm like, okay, how do I make sure that the decisions I'm making are decisions that everyday Missourians would be supportive of, right? That not just people in state government, but everybody across the system looks at that decision and is like, yeah, I agree with that decision. That was a solid decision. So, yeah. Try not to make bad decisions. That's my professional goal.
And stay out of the paper.
Therefore, I stay out of the paper.
There you go.
Nice. All right, Val. So before we let you go, we're going to take you into the Show Me State lightning round.
All right.
And just for a little history, this is a healthy point of contention for Rod and I.
Okay.
So if you think about to bring it closer to home, Mark Whittle and Jason.
Yes.
So I'm gonna make Rod Jason with his
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles. I'll be Mark with the
Okay,
Cowboys.
that's fine.
Okay.
So we have some places where we really are staunch in
I'll get you.
our division here. So this is healthy, fun division. Not the stuff that makes people angry. So we want to know where you stand first when it comes to savory foods.
Okay.
Is it gonna be Jack Stack Barbecue or Emo's Pizza?
It's gonna be Jack Stack Barbecue.
Yes, that is right. That's
will
that
say,
west side of
though-
Missouri.
I will say though,
Nice.
after I had my second child, the only thing I wanted was a bacon and tomato pizza from Emo's.
They're incredible.
So good, but
Yep.
but that was kind of like a weird one-time kind of thing.
Oh, okay, just one time. Okay.
One time where I
We'll
was
let
like,
that
I don't care
slide.
what you do, husband, but go get me a bacon and tomato pizza from Emo's. So
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Lapse of judgment. It's
I
okay.
think you win. I think the total for this year is now Jack Stack.
It's swinging.
It
It's
is.
swinging.
sorry
Yeah.
about that.
All right. So recreationally wise, is it gonna be the St. Louis Zoo or the Kansas City Zoo / Aquarium?
So I've done both.
Okay.
And I'm going to say St. Louis Zoo.
All right.
We did my kids and I we call it Speed Zoo.
Yeah.
So sometimes when we not anymore because they're in high school and they won't do this with me now. But when they were younger, I'd be like, okay, we got like 45 minutes. You guys want to do some Speed Zoo?
Mhm.
And we would drive, we would park, we would go in, and
Mhm.
what do you want to see? And then you could just go Speed Zoo and then
Nice.
called it Speed Zoo.
Nice. We've definitely done that before, especially
Mhm.
like in a heat wave. You're not
Yeah.
gonna be out there all day.
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have to walk the whole thing. Like, what do you
Mhm.
want to see? Let's go see the elephants. All right.
Nice. Good. All right. So, when you're doing a Missouri getaway,
Right. Mhm.
is it gonna be Branson or Lake of the Ozarks?
It's going to be Branson.
Branson.
I'll be glad
Yeah.
to drive through the Lake of the Ozarks to get to Branson.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, I'm a Table Rock Lake girl, so
Oh.
yeah.
I haven't been there yet.
Oh well, you're missing out, but it's really not great. You should stay at the Lake of the Ozarks. That's what a Table Rock Lake girl would tell you because I don't need you down there. You
That's
stay at the
hilarious. You
Lake
want to
of
keep
the-
it to yourself.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Funny.
So what's in Branson that really?
It's Table Rock Lake.
Oh, that's where Table-
That
okay,
is where
yeah.
Table Rock Lake
Okay.
is. So that is
Man.
why. Yeah.
We got a camping trip planned now. I feel like I need to reschedule. and-
Well, maybe you do. I'm
Yeah.
a Southwest Missouri girl, so
Okay.
there you go.
Good deal. Good deal. All right. Baseball, Cardinals or Royals?
Royals. So close this year.
Mm, yeah. Well, we were going well. I guess.
I know. It was going really well until that one.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
I'm not sorry, actually.
No.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, that's all right. Royals, go Royals. All right. When you want a sandwich, is it Panera or McAllister's?
It's Panera, but that's just because I'm in the sip club and I can get the big drink.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to pay for the sip club, but if you
Mhm.
buy like a drink a month, it's basically pays for itself for the year, and I get more than that. So.
Okay.
And sometimes they have really good drinks. Like right now, you could get the strawberry basil lemonade in the sip club. It's pretty
Okay.
tasty.
You are not only a
Mhm.
client, but you're the president.
I'm an advertiser. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Literary wise, is it gonna be Mark Twain or T.S. Eliot?
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain. Why is that?
I went to college in Canton, Missouri, so Northwest Missouri by Hannibal.
Mhm.
So I know lots of people up there, and you kind of grow. You have an affinity for Mark Twain and the what do they call the Hannibal days now? I haven't been there in a long time, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So big deal up there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh,
I like his books too, and
Yeah.
just his approach to. Like he's the king of one-liners, right? He's got a lot of some
Yep.
pretty amazing one-liners out there. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael McFarlane referenced his comedy, and there's a Mark Twain Award apparently, which I still haven't looked up.
There is.
Yeah.
There's quite a few one-liners. But
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. All right. Last but not least, theme park. Is it gonna be Disney or Universal Studios?
I'm not. I don't care. If you've said theme park and you made me pick a Missouri one, I would pick Silver Dollar City. But
Okay.
I would pick it, and I would go to Silver Dollar City probably before I'd go to Disney or Universal.
Wow. That is a hot take.
It
okay.
is.
Yeah.
Like I said, I grew up in Southwest Missouri,
Mhm.
and we had a bunch of cousins that were all the same age. And for Christmas, those like really hard to buy for kids years, like
Mhm.
11, 12, 13, 14.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, forever then after that. But for those really hard to buy years, my grandparents would just get us all season passes for Silver Dollar City
Oh,
every year.
Nice.
And then they would take us to Silver Dollar City. So I can get around Silver Dollar City like a champ.
Nice.
You do the roller coasters then?
I did, not anymore. Too
No.
old. I can do the barn swing. I'll do the fire in the hole. But yeah, I'm not going to do.
You'll do the barn swing.
time
That's more
traveler.
intense than the.
I'm not going to do time traveler.
Oh, come
or-
on.
No,
Mm.
no,
That's
no,
great. That'll mess you up for about 3 hours.
No.
after
Oh, I
you
did.
get off
There's
of it.
Thunderation. I did Thunderation too, but I'm kind of over the
Yeah.
whole roller coaster thing. now.
Okay.
I kind of like my feet on the ground.
I like
Gotcha.
roller coasters, but my kid, I got a 9 and a 3-year-old, and
Mhm.
so
Oh yeah, they don't ride the same rides.
yeah. And then and the 9-year-old, he's like, I want to do it. No, I don't.
Oh
I
yeah.
want, I'm like, I'm just gonna leave you so I can do the roller coasters myself. Yeah.
So I've done them, but I'm retiring from that.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Also, funnel cake when you leave, like just when you're
Mm.
walking out the door.
Funnel cake turkey legs.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
They got a really good ice cream shop there too.
Oh, they got everything is so
Fudge.
fun and
Oh, yeah.
delicious,
Mhm.
and you just wear your walking shoes
Yeah.
and drink lots of water because
Yeah.
it's all uphill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
It is all uphill there.
Okay. Last thing I'm gonna ask
Mhm.
before we cut the camera,
Mhm.
just in your unique position, what is the best part about going up to the Capitol?
So I worked in the Capitol for my first 14 years.
Oh wow.
So I have one of my favorite things about the Capitol is
Mhm.
when I take someone who's never been to the Capitol before
Mhm.
and I get to show them around. That is one of my favorite things to do. And I've
Nice.
taken a lot of DMH team members to the top of the Capitol because I know
Yeah.
how to do that.
Mhm.
And I love the Thomas Hart Benton murals. You can't get into them as easily as you once were able to, but I actually wrote a paper in college about the Thomas Hart Benton murals because I did an
Okay.
internship in the Capitol when I was in college.
Nice.
It's a beautiful building, and
Mhm.
I'm so glad that I feel so comfortable in it because
Mhm.
I got to spend so much time in it. So, yeah, that's probably just, I love the building and the history of the building. And if you're in the basement of the Capitol, they've got all these pictures of where the Capitol had burned down and the
Mm.
drawings for the building. And it's kind of like when you look at a tree, you look at something like that, and you're like, that's going to be was here way before I got here. It's going to be
Mm.
way
Way
after
after,
I
yeah.
got here. And I'm just
Yeah.
lucky to be a part of its fabric, right? So
That's
yeah,
huge.
that's the coolest part about the Capitol is that
Man.
it is an institution, and we all just get to play around in it for a little while.
Nice.
I like that.
Well, Val, thank you so much
Thank
for this
you.
interview.
Thank you, guys.
I can retire now.
You can?
No, I can't.
I was
I
like-
can't. I'm lying.
Was it you that was
Live.
No, I've got 20 years. I've
Okay,
got 20
good,
years,
good,
but
good.
this was a once in a lifetime
Well, come
experience.
see
for
us
me.
some more in Jeff City. We're
Yes. Yeah.
here. And I know people
absolutely.
are traveling and getting around more, so
Mhm.
we do look
Yep.
forward to seeing everybody more. So.
I think we'll be back next week. So.
All right.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, we
Yeah.
will.
Cool. All right.
right, thank
Well,
you,
that's a
guys.
wrap. Thank
All
you.
right. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for watching Season 1 of Chat GCG. As you anticipate Season 2, just know that we are shifting to an episode every other month so we can continue to bring the DMH way to a facility near you. See you Chat GCG, a DMH Way podcast. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Scan the QR code for the DMH Way website.